Hi, my name is Jason Arrington, and this is my video for the second step for auditioning for the Master Trainer. So here are my answers for those 5 questions. And then excuse me if I'm going back and forth with looking at a video because I'm reading it next to my computer. So, okay, so as a leader mentor, I'm a very positive person. I like going to work. The people that I work with, I do the best I can to be really positive. I think that's my strongest suit or my strength. And part of my values as well is I love what I do, and I'm very passionate about it. And that kind of, I think, portrays also kind of in tangent with being positive. And I always encourage people that I work with and just create that positive vibe. My weakness is wish to strengthen. There are certain times that I do doubt myself or second guess myself. I think being sometimes questioning myself, I think part of it is like being so passionate that I wanted to do something so bad, maybe if I have to describe it too perfect or perfectly, that I sometimes do second guess myself. So I think something that I want to strengthen is to kind of just go for it and, just believe in myself more. Because I feel like I do have a good amount or a lot to offer. Like I said, I just said a good amount, but I should be saying a lot to offer. And I have 2 that I feel like my weakness. The second part is, I think everybody might be on the same boat. Confrontations. I think I need to strengthen that a little bit more. I'm kind of, I hate to say it, but I'm not as good as being like confronting someone, because I think I'm more of again, being a passionate person. I love pleasing everybody. Like I'm a people pleaser. So if I get confronted, like I kind of feel really bad. So I think those are the 2 that the weakness, I guess, that I kind of want to work on, and I know I'm continue working on it, and continue to just keep growing. Okay, so second question. Okay, so I would say I would actually give 2 answers on this question. The first one, this was in 2010. I think it's 2010. Yes, 2010, because my daughter was about 2 years old that time. I was approached by a friend who believed in me and to create a studio, a fitness, just a specifically group fitness studio. And she encouraged me that, we do it together. She's got kind of the financer, and I'm the one who is going to pretty much create the programs that we're going to be bringing in and advertising and all that stuff. So we, I have the vision that what it's going to be, what's going to be like, and even the place that we're at. So, so we found a place, and we literally build it from the bottom up. Like, we were lucky, blessed enough that it used to be a fitness center, but it was more of a lot of equipments there. So anyways, long story short, so it's the vision that I created actually ended up becoming real, and it came true, I guess. So we had a wonderful program. We ended up having wonderful programs, different formats that I brought in. And I get to being certified from another dance certification, I brought people that was following me to the gym that we created, and we grew from there. So we started from, 20, 30, 50 people, and we grew for about, 200 people that comes in our studio, and which is pretty cool. And we end up creating a really good environment and community for pretty much almost 5 years. So that was pretty cool to see. It was my first baby, so I'm kind of like very, very proud of that journey that I had. But unfortunately, that had to end a little bit. But that's a different story. And then the second part is actually this. I just have to mention it. So with a UJAM, I found it through my used to be trainer from a different format, she is now a master trainer on this program. And I just saw the opportunity that came up. And I had, how would I say it? I wanted to take, being an instructor for a little bit over 10 years, I wanted to take a journey where it's going to make me grow as a better individual and an instructor as well. Kind of taking that next level, and to see where that journey is going to bring me. I just wanted to take the journey, like, taking this opportunity of had an opening for master training for UJAM. I know I'm not there yet, and I only have the second round of the process. But however, to just being honest and real, I never thought that I'm going to be doing this video. So just this itself is actually a great step for me already. So I really, really, really appreciate it very much, and just feel amazing. So so I don't know where it's going to take me, but just this part itself is already amazing to me. So, all right. So we have to go to number 3. I'm getting a little bit too talkative here. Okay. So number 3, am I on the position? I would say I would give, again, 2 examples. I wish I could do one, but there's 2. The first one is from my other job. I work with a retail store, and I end up having this kind of not good conversation with a customer, and just on a certain topic, and it just escalated. But I'm still, I was still in my composure, but she wasn't happy on what's going on. So when she left the store, she called the store and complained about me, which is first time ever happened. Hate to brag, but yeah, it was first time ever happened to me. And so my, of course, my boss, my manager pulled me aside and told me the story, and made me realize, I think what I should have done is I should have just stopped and stop the conversation and just left it as is, rather than trying to argue. It wasn't like, for me, it wasn't arguing. Maybe for her, it was, maybe she thought I was arguing. But anyways, I should have just stopped, and I felt really bad, and I apologized to my manager, and I wish I could apologize to the customer, but I apologized to the manager like a million times, because I felt like that wasn't a great customer service on my side, and that was not a good representation. Of course, I'm representing the store itself because of their service that I'm doing. So that's the conflict and the apology that I did that one scenario. The second in a scenario is this was through the fitness, where I worked the fitness. I was teaching step, and we decided that we're gonna create my step class on Sundays, my weekend class, into a basic step rather than intermediate step, so that we could bring more people in, or meaning invite more beginners and not get very intimidated, because step can be intimidated if it's, of course, an intermediate class. So I announced it to the class, and I have one member who freaked out, and she did not want basic step, and she kind of starting to create that energy and kind of pulling people in, and it was kind of like it was becoming a not really good environment in the room, because she was really, really upset. So I had to calm her down, and before we start the class, so I had to calm her down and just made her kind of assure her that there's going to be options for those who want intermediate choreographies, or I can show them what is then like a level 2 from a level 1, so that they are not disappointed, I guess, if I could say that. So, she calmed down a little bit. We started the class, and the end of the class, she started again and ended up, talking to me. And again, all I could do was just assure her that and explain why we have to do it. But assure her that it's not going to be taken away from her. I think it was more of the misunderstanding. I think she just loved the class, and she didn't want it to be basic step. But yeah, so I had to calm her down so that, the whole entire class doesn't feel very uncomfortable. So those are 2 scenarios that I could, that I can give example. All right, so number 4, mini lecture, 1 or 2 minutes. The subject on I'm well versed. I would say being just very, very passionate. I'm no matter what I do, when I love what I do, I am very passionate about it. I think this kind of like link into question number 1. Whether it's fitness, the business that I had a couple years ago, whether the retail store that I work for that I love as well. When I'm passionate about something, I really, really put 110% into it, and just share it to people, talk about it, make them feel good, and I guess either make them understand what they're buying, what they're getting into, what experience, I guess, they'll be having, whether it's my service or my classes and stuff like that. So, yeah. So being passionate on anything that I am doing. So again, it's whether fitness, makeup, as you could see, anything. So I hope that I got that right. Okay. So the last question, and this video is getting too long. Tell us why you should, okay, choose for this role. Okay. So first off, the program is amazing. I completely love it. Again, I have another fitness, dance fitness format that I am teaching, but I felt like something was missing, and this kind of filled that hole that I love. And what I saw in this program that I could bring to my gym, which is what I'm doing now or about to do. I work at the YMCA for over 10 years. And of course, the YMCA, we're very big in values and bringing families together, and of course, the kids and all that stuff. So I feel like UJAM can bring the young people, or I would say the millennials, into the group fitness world. Again, I've been teaching, over 10 years, whether it's body pump, Zumba, flow. I think I see between the ages of maybe mid-20s, if ever that's the youngest, but at least 30s to older. I believe that this program would, because it's fresh, it's new, and it's just so young. I just feel young when I do this program and when I dance. I feel like I can see and feel that it can bring youngsters, it could bring teenagers, it could bring our millennials to the group fitness world industry. And on top of that, because of the values that UGEM is creating or have created, this kind of ties perfectly with the YMCA. I mean, I already have sort of a vision that I can offer, or I can offer an idea to our Y, where we could create programs for kids who are, who wants their own little fun and just being together and not being on the phone constantly. At least they have this little time of just having fun and just being active. And I think that's all I could say to even just like help us change the world with UJAM. So that's my vision of especially, again, being at the YMCA, because I'm a big part of it. But also, whether it's YMCA or outside YMCA, I think it's a great way to bring our millennials, our kids, my kids. I mean, my daughter already loves it, and she loves the hip hop stuff, and she loves the music, and she every time I watch the video, I mean, she's just like staring at it. So it's amazing to see. So yeah, so that's my 2 cents, and on how I can bring UJAM to our community. And yeah, that's it. Thank you again for this opportunity. Again, I'm very blessed. I'm very appreciative, very humbled on this process. So thank you. Bye.